Hey, I'm tripping. He like KSI offer response to the drama. Hell nah. So let's go and get to the video. But before we start, man, make sure y'all drop a like, drop a sub. Let's get into it.
So last week I told you guys about a product launched by Mr. Beast, Logan Paul, and KSI called Lunch.
I've been seeing a lot about this Lunchless shit though, bro. I'm trying to see like what do they expect for these folks to make? Okay, they making their own Lunchables. Okay, cool. Like what's wrong with like a lot of these different companies that make Lunchables? All that shit down there be the same, but just a little different.
Actually, a Lunchables ripoff that
They like a Lunchables ripoff. I mean, it's different. I mean, okay, you got the nacho shit. Okay, you got the nacho shit, but they got the Feastables and they got the Prime shit. This just got the nachos. Like,
features several clones of their long-existing flagship products. Only Lunchly has Prime and a Feastables bar in it for children to lose their minds over. Because who doesn't want their kid drinking sugar water and eating chocolate for lunch every single day?
I mean, kids technically do this shit now. Like, bro, when I tell you, like, okay, they got fruit water. Fruit water, that shit ain't number sugar and water. Well, sugar, water, whatever else shit they got in that motherfucker shit. I see a lot of kids drinking this shit. Yeah.
Obviously,
A lot of kids eat a lot of unhealthy ass shit.
A lot of criticism. As for one, people generally do not like Logan Paul, and Mr. Beast has obviously had his own issues recently as well. Beyond that, Lunchly was essentially being marketed as a healthier alternative.
Oh, I ain't trying to click on that.
So last week I told you. Beyond that, Lunchly was essentially being marketed as a healthier alternative to the Lunchable brand, boasting about less calories, less sugar, and more electrolytes. Now I think that's what really rubbed people the wrong way, because at the end of the day, whether it's Lunchly or Lunchables, it's really all processed shit that in my opinion kids should not be digesting.
I mean, but at the end of the day though, like, I mean, back then when I was growing up, I ate Lunchables like pretty fine. It's certain ones that I didn't eat. I mainly used to only eat the nachos one. The nacho shit used to be shit good in the motherfucker if you ask me. But like that pizza shit and all that shit, nah, I wouldn't fucking with it. It's just the taste of it. Like I couldn't handle the taste. But I grew up on it and I was just fine. But I see a lot of kids like in today's world, man, they be eating these Lunchables, bro. Then, like Mr. B said, okay, it being like almost half the sugar, half whatever. I mean, that's a lot better. I mean, like, isn't it like less sugar, less calories? Shouldn't that be better?
And a YouTube OG named Dan TDM came through to spit some facts, basically saying that this was not a good look for three guys who mainly have children watching their content and buying their already existing products. This tweet went super viral, and all three of the main players responded in their own ways. And KSI's response to this was the most embarrassing, as he made himself look like a massive hypocrite who sees all criticism as hate. And that seems to be a viewpoint that both he and his business partner Logan seem to share. And now he took to his personal YouTube channel to drop a horrible response to the Lunchly drama, titled, "Everybody Hates Us Right Now."
Lunchly, ladies and gentlemen. Me, Mr. Beast, and Logan Paul have launched Lunchly. If you've had Lunchables, this is mainly for my American audience. If you had Lunchables, yeah, I guess they were good at the time. Well, we've made something better.
Now, a common theme.
But in today's age, though, people gonna hate no matter what. Shit, no matter how big you is, no matter how good of a person you is, somebody gonna find some shit to hate on you about.
That you will see throughout this video is KSI is horribly forced to laugh. This dude must think he's the funniest on earth, as he laughs hysterically at every word that comes out of his own mouth.
Doing a Reddit video.
I might really
It's
made
like
a compilation
he
of
knows a
him
bunch
just
of kids
laugh.
are watching and he wants to give them some sort of built-in laugh track or some shit. It reminds me of Cringe Lord David Dobrik and how he was always doing that forced laughter bit as well.
Hello.
Like, to me, it doesn't make the video more engaging, it actually makes it look like you have a mental deficiency. This guy is just sitting in his room alone, acting like he's watching Eddie Murphy Raw for the first time. Like, I don't know if this is a laugh of insecurity or what.
I feel like dude right here dude that be making these videos just straight up hate food.
The f is going on, but Jesus, it makes it hard to watch. And here is where KSI directly tries to clap back at Dan TDM, and he just kind of makes the same pathetic points that he made on Twitter.
So this is what I said. Looks like crap to me, while showing his toys that he sold to kids. How does this benefit your fans, Dan? Now, obviously, people didn't realize that I was shining a mirror in his face. Instead, they were like,
wait, you did the same as Dan. You made toys with Tube Heroes.
and yes, that's fair, but I'm not the one complaining.
Cause dude do be making just his content like strictly around talking about other people, but I guess.
I mean, while you might think the product is stupid, it does benefit his fans. As did your toy line you did with this very same company, because they get to hopefully enjoy and play with this product as intended and advertised. There isn't wool being pulled over a gullible consumer's eyes under the guise of being healthy. How KSI does not see the difference is just a whole nother level of coping.
He was talking about food, not merchandise and toys.
And I'm like, okay, sure, let's keep moving the goalposts. But okay, did I reply to this? He was sponsored, then promoted.
Me,
and then the whole video
bestsellers.
Munch Pack, a monthly sub box.
But and just to think about it too though, like almost everything in the United States now, like almost everything in this world, bro, is literally like almost bad for us. Like down there every week or every other day, I'm seeing shit on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. Oh, y'all need to stop eating noodles. Noodles are very, very bad for motherfuckers. Oh, motherfuckers need to stop eating this certain type of food because this motherfucker bad for you. Like, it's so much shit. And noodles are bad for you. You know what I'm saying? A lot of sodium and shit like that. But motherfucker been eating noodles for the longest, bro. And they be saying a lot of foods, like in today's world, hey, cause cancer. I mean, I just feel like this with the parent shit. Parents can choose what they kids eat, put in their bodies. And the parents choose to, you know what I'm saying, let their kids go to school eating Lunchables, which, I mean, I don't feel like there's nothing wrong with the Lunchables, though. I just put it like this, just don't eat too much of it. As long as you don't eat too much of it, I feel like you'll be fine. But like I said, when I was growing up, when I used to be in elementary school, I used to eat Lunchables. Shit, I mainly used to like the nachos one because they're just the one that was the most tastiest to me, so. Yeah, just like chocolate, candy. Like, eating too much of this shit can be bad for you. Shit, you can have cavities. Motherfuckers, like, and so much shit going on and so much shit that they be putting in these foods that we be eating today. I just feel like the U.S. be trying to kill motherfuckers off for sure. But, I mean, I just feel like shit is really on the parents. Like, if the parents buying it, okay. Hey, they know what they put in their kids' body.
Full of food and candy to his
Shit, they can start fixing them a healthier meal. They can put them an apple or orange, some whatever, a sandwich, a good healthy sandwich, a ham sandwich, or some turkey sandwich, or some
audience full of kids. If you just type in Dan TDM sweets, there's countless of videos of him eating sweets, promoting sweets to his audience. But cool. Now what? At this point, his fans.
But they don't talk about that though.
Self-combustion occurred on Twitter.
God, this dude is damn near jerking himself off laughing at his every word. Like, dude, Dan did this shit 9 years ago. And there was just a massive difference between Lunchly
So what's the difference between 9 years ago though?
and trying out a bunch of random candy from other countries for a YouTube series. And instead of actually addressing some of the more legitimate
How is it different if both of them
criticism
still
on
bad for
Twitter,
you?
KSI just turns
Eating
to
a lot of
addressing
it.
some blatantly racist
Eating a lot of it
shit
bad.
and tries to present it like that's every single person calling him out for this nonsense.
And they just didn't know how to react. Some just decided just to be racist. When a like KSI does nothing in life and still gets paid for it in something other than welfare or food stamps, it's noteworthy. It's like how monkeys in the jungle have started to understand the concept of tools. Brother is just being racist. His audience just didn't know what to do. They couldn't fathom the idea that their beloved Dan was also exactly what he claimed that we were. safe to say he's a hypocrite.
He also tries to act like because no one speaks out against all these other food products for kids,
Facts.
that they shouldn't.
Facts. All this other shit damn, they're bad for you. Kids cuisine bad. Shit. Like facts. A lot of this shit got a lot of sugar, sodium, iron. Well, iron not really bad for you, but yeah, all this other processed shit bad for you.
Call out Lunchly. Like, dude, you were the head of various companies that peddle shit onto your kid fans who likely have a parasocial relationship with you, Logan, and Mr. Beast. I think that's another reason that people are taking more of an issue with Lunchly is because there's a deeper connection level from the consumer base of the product.
Where was the same energy when Ryan Trahan released sweets? Where was the same energy when FaZe Rog released sweets?
Because all of those things were advertised as candy, which people off the rip know is bad for you. It's the same reason that Mr. Beast faced little to no criticism over his chocolate when it came out. Lunchly, on the other hand, is advertised as a healthy lunch alternative. Like, it's not very hard to understand.
Because people just hate us. People just hate us. People hate Logan Paul, okay? They hate Mr. Beast. But as soon as I have a company with Jimmy.
I mean, with the Lunchable shit, people know the shit bad for you though. Like people know the shit bad. But any food that's processed like that, people automatically know it's bad for you. Like okay, like a lot of adults in this generation right now. Like, if y'all go ask them right now, like, if they would go to the grocery store, what would be something they'll go buy? They not finna sit up there and be like, hey, I'm finna get me some Lunchables. I'm finna eat on me some Lunchables and shit. Why they gonna be like, I'm finna go get me some food. I'm finna go get me some chicken, some steak, potatoes. They might get them some little canned little snacks or whatever, chips. But they know this shit bad. We know Lunchables are bad. Even if they saying it's a healthier alternative, it's a little healthy. If somebody would say this is a healthier alternative, I'd just be like, okay, it's a little bit better than the original products that I'm used to. Okay, so like a Lunchable. So the Lunchable, like with the nachos and shit, somebody be like, oh, I got a healthier alternative. I'm not gonna automatically assume, oh yeah, it's just healthy as hell to where it's just like, oh, the doctors are recommending me to eat this shit. You know what I'm saying? Unless it's like some real food. Like, okay, say if it's my doctor be like, you need to stop eating too much of certain shit. You need to eat this. Okay, food gonna be healthier for me anyway. You get what I'm saying? But something that's processed, I'm not gonna just take it as, oh yeah, this shit healthy as hell. I'm always think it's bad. It just might be reduced everything in there, like reduce sugar, reduce calories and shit like that. Motherfuckers not finna. That's why I say, dude, in this video, he just talking, bro.
And Logan Paul, sell out! You're f***ing sell out!
Wow, I wonder why they dislike these guys. Can anyone help me out here? I mean, most people learn pretty early on that you are the
And just like
company
candy,
that you keep.
candy is
And if
processed.
you keep getting yourself into business with bad
Candy is
people,
processed.
Eventually, you're either going to
You gotta
become
make
a bad
candy.
person yourself or get caught up
You gotta
in
make
some
the
bad
Lunchable.
shit that someone else is doing.
I'm literally just making a company where I make a product that is better than the competition.
No, you blatantly ripped it off. That's also why this product has no merit, because it's so shamefully lazy. Mr. Beast and these clowns are acting like they're doing something good in the making of this, when in reality it's really just adding to a heaping pile of shit. Now, as far as his response to that drama goes, that's pretty much it. Just him crying about Dan, his apparent fake fans who didn't dick ride this product, and faking laughter. But KSI did take time to respond to this clip that has been going viral, where he was apparently thinking about shilling NFTs to his audience.
NFTs.
Oh my goodness,
Yeah.
this was KSI in his KSI crypto era.
I mean, I'm still into crypto, okay? NFTs obviously not so much, because we've realized that hindsight is 2020 and that NFTs were just not as good as they were claimed to be.
So NFT, non-fungible tokens, I got all of that, you know. Even with NFTs, I love the art, man. It's just amazing.
I just seen something recently.
Like physical art.
I just seen something recent where they was like, Justin Bieber had bought an NFT and he bought it for like, I think $1 million or $4 million, and that was like worth like 40,000. I was like, damn.
But to also have it on the blockchain, huge. Post that you've got an NFT and everyone just goes, oh,
But
let me
all
just
that shit is a risk,
screenshot.
though.
It's mine now. But
Any of that
it's
shit
not
can
the
just
case.
crash
I'm
at any
making
moment, though.
Millions from NFTs because I know what I'm doing. But like I said, hindsight makes such a difference. If Ethereum was 0 right now, everyone would have been like, you guys promoted Ethereum, scammers. But obviously back then, no one knew. It's just this whole typical mindset with crypto. If things go down, it's a scam. If things go up, it's fine. But what about stocks? There's several stocks that go down. Does that mean they're scams?
Comparing Ethereum and the regulated stock market to NFT projects that in some cases were developed and sold in less than 48 hours
All this shit can go up or it can crash.
is hilarious.
It's pretty much
don't
the
get me
same.
wrong, the people who jumped on the NFT train were idiots, but man, it's pretty telling how badly KSI...
All this shit the same. If it
jump
go
on
up,
board.
it go up.
NFT projects, especially
If
back
it go
then,
down, it
were
go
like,
down.
launch the
Shit.
NFT project, make $20 million that day. What happens afterwards? Everyone should make money, but if they don't, who cares? You made 20 mil. And we had this big, like, deck. And, like, JJ thought it was the best idea. And then the other guys were, like, unsure. And I was like, I will not let this happen. So I had to like do a detailed breakdown of every reason why I thought it was a bad idea. I do not ever want to make millions of dollars at the direct expense of fans getting nothing for it.
Now that was pretty much the gist of KSI's response to this Lunchly drama, but we did actually have Logan Paul take to YouTube to make his own video about the situation, meaning the one Dan TDM tweet has now resulted in 3 Twitter responses and 2 full-length YouTube videos, but I swear these guys are not mad about the situation, they're not insecure about their product, and they can totally handle constructive criticism in an appropriate manner.
Context. Imagine being a motherfucker who's angry that we made this. Crackers, bro? You mad cause we made crackers? This is what you're mad about? Bruh. It's a turkey, real cheese, and cracker stack. And by the way, it's great. I mean, yes, we made nachos as well with queso, but I think if you're getting mad about nachos, that's a you problem. Oh, and the pizza. It's literally called the pizza. But same thing, like, you're mad about pizza? Like 500,000 favorites because we made pizza, crackers, and nachos?
Now this seems to be a running theme throughout the course of this response from Logan, where he tries to paint anyone who's critical about his product as a blindly angry hater who doesn't know what they're talking about and will never accomplish anything in life.
That's it. People just hate us. And I've come to realize now in my adult life that hate really is just a feeling of one's own inadequacy. You're dissatisfied with your life, you're unhappy, you're angry because your wife left you, or you suck. These are people who sit online all day, they don't go outside, they don't smell the grass, sit at the computer all day, they'll come up with something that fits their narrative or might make your tweet look bad so other people can ratio you, and oh my god, these people will go through life and that'll be their greatest accomplishment, and if I can help with that, I'm so happy to.
Now I don't think that people are actually that like up in arms about this situation. I really think it's just like this crowd of people calling out 3 scumbags for continuing their scumbag behavior. But as long
Why
as
they
he
gotta be
paints it as
scumbag?
this like blind hate situation of people just being mad because he's successful.
Like, I'm telling you though, people don't never go after the big brands like that. They don't be making whole YouTube videos on these big brands. Like, okay, just like the original Lunchables. Why they don't go after the original Lunchable company? Why they don't go after none of them? They going after KSI, Jake Paul, and Mr. Beast just because they made their own version.
Well, maybe some of his fans will start to share that
It
opinion
is what
as
it
well
is,
and
though.
kind of
Fuck it.
disregard this legitimate criticism.
If I wouldn't even really just sit up there and respond to this shit. I ain't like, if people buying the shit, people buying the shit. If you're making profit, you make a profit. Fuck it.
This confuses me. I remember a time when like success and dreams used to be celebrated, and now it's like, and this was my response to Dan TDM, we've spent our whole lives creating content and now we want to build businesses. Seems like a natural arc for any young, ambitious adult, and without even trying the meal, just seeing a headline, it is met with hate, resistance, disgust.
Yes, because you guys are so blatantly ripping off
Big
Lunchables.
eater.
There's been many times in the past where I've given Logan Paul and KSI a ton of credit for helping develop Prime.
I ain't never seen him give no credit, dick eater.
Like the marketing strategy behind Prime when it comes to KSI and Logan.
I ain't never seen a video of him giving credit.
Like that was the perfect market for them to jump into, given how big their reach is and how many kid fans that they have. But to me, Lunchly just looks fucking lazy. I mean, these guys are using Lunchables product, basically dogging on it, to try and now peddle this shit, which I find is a very lazy way to market something like, oh, we're better than this other guy. Now, the rest of this video...
A lot of companies do that. I promise you, a lot of companies do that shit.
Crying about the community notes on Twitter.
I didn't see Coke and Pepsi. Wait, no, what is it? Coke? I think it was Coke and Pepsi. They make like little shit. Oh, we're better than Pepsi, or Pepsi better than Coke. Like I didn't see plenty of little shit like that.
Anyone who has something negative to say about his product is lying.
But yeah, community notes lies. I had a sports MD doctor on one of my tweets. Lie.
Why lying for?
But I'm like, bro, it's not sodium. It's the 400 milligrams of electrolytes that we mentioned in the drink. And I had to correct him. I was like, bro, you're a sports medicine doctor. How you can't read?
Yeah, but more electrolytes doesn't just inherently mean that something is more healthy. I mean, these kids are sitting.
You can say that.
All
You
day,
can say that.
Learning or scrolling through TikTok, whatever the kids do at school these days. It's not like they're losing all this sweat. It's not.
They're just like with Gatorade and shit like that. I feel like Gatorade not really just healthy like that. Okay, it's really meant for like athletes and shit because it gives you like Okay, it replenish all the electrolytes that you lose from sweating and all that type of shit. But that shit got a whole lot of sugar in that motherfucker too, though. Like, I don't really just consider Powerade just healthy or shit like that.
Like they're out there exercising like crazy. So why do they need to sit down in the lunchroom and have all these electrolytes going through their body?
I can't believe it. It's like there are so many forces working against us to make
But you
sure
need
we
electrolytes
don't
though,
win,
for sure.
Which is why we're gonna work that much harder to make sure we do win.
It's kind of like when the team that spends all the money and buys all the superstars in the respected sport that you like now tries to start painting themselves as the underdog, like we're not buying it. Even my guy Dr. Mike had to cook the Lunchly brand one time.
Lunchly is healthier. I guess one can say yes, but honestly, probably more so as a marketing tactic. The reason why? Well, let's look at the recently passed nutrition standards set forth by the USDA for school lunches and see how Lunchly compares.
So these are the regulations for the shitty lunch that they're selling at all these different public schools. You know, that nasty cardboard pizza, that disgusting chicken sandwich, that questionable burger. Apparently all has better nutrition than Lunchly.
Less than 10% of calories should come from saturated.
But motherfuckers like trying to eat them school lunches like that though. Like, bro, when I used to go to school, I ain't start eating school lunch till I got like in high school. But even then though, like, if say for instance, I go get my own food, like, cause we used to live like the school I went to. Chick-fil-A went far, McDonald's went far. It was a couple more restaurants that was over there, and I had a car, so that's the only reason why. Sometimes if I ain't want to eat school lunch, if it wasn't nothing good or nothing that I can tolerate, I just go get my own food. Fuck it.
Saturated fat. Lunchly turkey, 23% of calories come from saturated fat.
Bad.
Less than 10% of calories should come from added sugars. Lunchly turkey, 10.4 comes from added
Bad.
sugars.
Failure.
This is where things get really interesting, and for some reason, no one has pointed this out. You see, USDA caloric guidelines say that a lunch meal for kids K through 8 should contain around 625 calories. Kids need energy to function, and calories give them that energy. Lunchly turkey contains only 230 calories, which would mean a kid would need to eat about 2.7 portions to consume enough calories.
Meaning they would be eating a whole lot of processed fat. Listen,
I mean, but another thing too though, like, okay, just like my little sister, my mom be giving her Lunchables and shit to eat, but she put like other stuff in a lunchbox. She put other stuff in her lunchbox. I mean, she don't necessarily just only give her a Lunchable and that's it. Like normally what my mother do, she'll put a Lunchable in there. She'll get her fruit water, which I mean, that shit is a lot of sugar to me, but fruit water. She'll put in some carrots. She put carrots in there. She'll put some other little snacks. She'll put chips and some Oreos. And sometimes she'll kind of switch it up. Sometimes instead of putting carrots in there, she'll put a banana. It just all just depends. But I mean, you getting calories from the other stuff too as well. You're not supposed to only just get your calories from this.
I know a lot of people like to act like calories are like the end-all be-all, but especially when it comes to kids, it's really not. But don't worry, guys, it has all those electrolytes, so you can rest assured this is a very healthy product.
Lunchly turkey contains only 230 calories, which would mean a kid would need to eat about 2.7 portions.
I mean, do they not factor in like other parents like put in other shit in the lunchbox and not just strictly just a Lunchable?
To consume enough calories.
And if they did that, they'd get nearly 1,300 milligrams of sodium,
which is also significantly over the USDA standards. So they'd be either...
And I can't say that. Now, sodium for sure.
Under eating
It's
calories.
bad as fuck. A
overeating
lot of sodium is not good.
Finally, the grain guidelines state that 80% of lunch meals must be whole grain, and Lunchly turkey does not list any whole grain ingredient.
Yeah, so basically it's bad for you. Like I told you guys last video, food in general, especially when it comes to America, is completely f***ed up.
Yeah,
and the way they allow these companies to package their products,
I agree with him on that. A lot of food in America is fucked up.
and promote them like, oh, it's healthy because it has protein. It's healthy because it's low calorie. It's healthy because it's low fat. When in reality, you're still digesting a bunch of nonsense that's likely going to give you a terminal illness later in your life. It's just crazy. Like, the fact that they allow that to happen and the fact that so many foods here in America are banned in all these other countries should just tell you everything you need to know about how much they truly care about the consumers and the people who live here. Like I said, at the end of the day, I don't think that people are necessarily that upset, but they're really just calling out 3 snake oil salesmen for peddling more bullshit onto the general public. Like, to me, it's just as simple as that. But I want to know what you guys think about this whole situation down below. As always, I also want to thank you guys for watching today's video, dropping a like and subscribing. I do hope if you're eating something out there, it's better than Lunchly. But either way, it's been your boy, the Tan Superman, and some other nasty products out here need to be covered. So I'm out.
That's the only thing I don't understand. Like, bro, like, motherfuckers don't be talking bad about these big companies. They rather just talk about, like, somebody that just want to start they shit. You get what I'm saying? But I feel like, okay, like he just said towards the end, like a lot of shit that America give out to their consumers or their customers or whatever, that shit be bad. Like, that shit be bad as hell. Like, bro, a lot of food in America be giving out a lot of shit with a lot of sodium, a lot of sugar. And I be trying to understand how the fuck shit, the USDA or whatever the food little thing place called. I'm trying to see how the fuck they even just let this shit pass. Like, shit, you can already tell they don't give a fuck. But I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is, bro. It is what it is. I mean, I ain't really got too much to say, but I do want to know what y'all got to say on the whole little situation. If y'all feel like y'all agree with the Jamari guy, hey, let me know. If y'all don't, let me know as well. But make sure y'all drop a like, drop a sub on this video. And video's gonna be coming every single day, so tune in to my channel every single day. We're gonna see y'all guys next video, guys. Peace.